What's up, guys? This is the Honest Outlaw here, and today we've got something pretty cool for you. We've got maybe the best new gun of 2021, and that is going to be the Shield Plus. So this is the 9mm Shield with a little bit extra capacity. Before we get into that though, I want to mention my Patreon supporters. It's because of you guys that can afford guns like this. If you want to help me purchase firearms and ammunition, all you have to do is go down to the link in the description below and sign up to Patreon there. And if you do that, you can also get some exclusive content over there on the Patreon page, and you can direct message me whenever you like. We try to answer as many of those as possible. There's a lot of them, but we try to get to them when we can. Also, there's a link to a local shelter in Ames, Iowa that we like to support down in the description as well. You can click that link and donate to those kids. And there's also the link to the t-shirts if you want to check those out. So this is the brand new 9mm Shield from Smith & Wesson. Now this is another entry into the, I guess what you'd call it, a contender to the P365 throne. Now the P365 was one of the, in my opinion, probably the best and one of the first micro 9s. And what I mean by that is single stack subcompact 9mm that are not single stack. They're double stack, and because of that they have a increased capacity, and so does this. This particular gun has a 3.1 inch barrel with an overall length of about 6 inches, overall weight of about 20.5 ounces or so, putting it a little bit under the actual original Shield. It comes with an upgraded trigger, comes with white 3-dot sights on there, making it a little bit better than your standard Glock out of the factory, and it comes with a little bit of an enhanced grip texture, so they say, compared to the Shield 2.0 and 1.0. So the 1.0 had a different texture, 2.0 had the most aggressive texture, and I would argue that this one is somewhere right in the middle. I prefer the most aggressive texture, but I can tell you for a fact that most people would probably enjoy this. So some of the differences besides the extended capacity, of which instead of like 7 or 8+1, you actually get 10+1 or even 13+1 out of this, which is actually pretty cool. You can see here we got the mags, which are loaded up with some Fiocchi. These are pretty interesting mags. This is a 10-rounder right here, and you can see double stacked to single feed there. Universally throughout history, there's been some issues with magazine feeding systems like this, but there's also been some guns that work really well. I think the grease gun was double to single, right? Well, I don't know. I don't think you know that, do you?
I don't.
But
maybe the person
anyway,
viewing
yeah.
this does.
So 10-round magazine here, and then you have the 13-round magazine, which is an unlucky number, but is the magazine I'm probably going to be using the most because I have a little bit larger hands, and that's just going to fit better for me overall. Now, aside from the capacity advantage that you're going to get with going with this, you also finally have a non-hinge trigger from Smith & Wesson there, and a flat face trigger that actually breaks really nice for a concealed carry style gun. As you can see there, really light break. And then the reset is very nice as well. Coming along the lines still again of the P365. The 365 influenced the market, even if you don't like SIG, it just did. It came really small, really light, higher capacity, great sights, all the features you'd want, plus a really good trigger. And now you have companies like Smith & Wesson, Springfield, and even Ruger following suit. This is off the new Ruger Max 9. We'll just do a little size comparison here with these pistols, and we'll be doing a full review of this next week. So if you want to see that and you're not subscribed, subscribe. So as you can see here, this is actually a kind of a converted Glock 43X size P365 with a longer grip on it, but the original P365 actually has a significantly shorter grip than the M&P Shield Plus. But even with the longer grip on the P365, the Shield Plus is still about the same length. So you're going to expect a little bit larger gun with the Shield over the P365. The width is about the same. It's just the barrel length on the Shield and the grip length is going to be a little bit longer. That may be a pro or con depending on what you're looking for. I personally think it's a pro because the 365 I love, but I shoot it a little wonky because it's just so small. Now you can see the Hellcat here will eject the extended magazine. You can see it also is just a hair smaller than the Shield Plus. You can look at the barrel length, very similar, width very similar, but the grip length on the Shield Plus, if I can show you guys that, get them a little bit more even there, is a little bit longer on the Shield. Again, something I'm gonna prefer. And finally, we have the new Ruger Max, which is also a very small double stack design, which again, we're gonna be reviewing here pretty soon. And it also appears to be same barrel length, same width. Maybe the Ruger's actually a little bit thicker, But again, the Shield Plus is just a hair longer. So one thing you're gonna have to keep in mind if you're looking for a carry gun. Now that's interesting to me because I'm one of those guys that carries the G43X over the 43, as you can see here. And the Shield comes in at a nice package size compared to the 360 or compared to the Glock 43X. It actually holds 3 more rounds, and it is a little bit smaller in the grip. So it's gonna be a little easier to carry and still have a higher capacity than that Glock. Now, one of the things I don't like about SIG and about Springfield, personally, this is my personal experience, is that they don't always make the most reliable guns. And especially if you watch this channel, you'll find that Springfield and SIG products often fail where Glock products, Smith & Wesson products, CZ products, in my personal opinion, succeed in at least the reliability, durability category. And if you've seen my review of the M&P 9 Shield, the original Shield, I hailed it as probably the gold standard of concealed carry guns. It's one of the first micro 9s. It was certainly the first reliable one, certainly the first affordable one. You could get a Shield, at least in previous times, somewhere around $200 to $300. This one comes in at $500. So you're gonna pay almost double for that double capacity. So it really depends on what you want, but I believe at least it's probably gonna retain the reliability and durability of the original Shield, along with upgrading some of its shortcomings in the past there, and I think this is going to be a heck of a gun. Now, one of the things that I don't like about it that Smith & Wesson says they're going to fix is that there is no optic cut on it right from the factory, where you can get all of those options that I just listed, including the Ruger Max here has an optic cut right on the top there already. You can get all those right now, optics ready. This one you cannot. You can probably get it milled right now, I would be willing to bet, but it doesn't come out of the box optics ready, but they're supposed to in the future. There's a couple different versions of this, but none of them are optics ready, including a Performance Center version that I'm sure comes with a better trigger, better sights, etc. Now, holster compatibility from this, I hear, is good. I hear you can use the standard Shield holsters, but leave it in the comment section below if you have any issues with that or not. Sometimes the manufacturer will say you can and then you can't, and I don't have any Shield holsters available to me right now, so let me know what you think. Also, I believe the sights are compatible as well, but obviously triggers are probably gonna be different. Overall though, the gun feels relatively quality, and again, the Shield is something that carries a reputation that I would have no problem carrying. In this video, it hits two marks for me. It checks 2 boxes for me, and one of those is I'm going to be doing a review for you, and another one is I am going to potentially be testing a new carry gun for myself. I like the Shield, I like how it works, I like how it shoots, and a higher capacity version of that just puts a smile on my face. But with further ado, let's go down to the range, shoot it, see how it works. All right, so we got the Shield Plus here with the 13-round magazine out here at 50 yards. It has those 3-dot sights. They are adjustable for windage, but not elevation. And they look to be on there, so I think we'll be pretty good at 50 yards. If we start plinking off, we'll know the sights are good. We'll be good to go. I got distracted by that rabbit. You see that rabbit run?
No, I didn't.
I think those last ones were poor trigger pull. I went off to the left, then I went off to the right, then I went off to the left again.
Just got so excited about that rabbit.
I did. Little bunny foo-foo. Now that is a compact 9mm right there, ladies and gentlemen. I like this. Now, one thing you guys can't see, you can see me hit the target, but one thing you can't see is how I perceive the recoil. The Shield has always retained that good recoil impulse to me. M&P guns just recoil a little bit less and they feel a little bit nicer to shoot. Now, compare this to a 365. The 365 is so much more snappy than this gun is right here. Shoots very, very well. I would have, like I said, I have no problem hitting at 50 yards because I didn't. Once I was paying attention, even with that small magazine, oh boy, that new trigger is a significant improvement as well. All right, so now we're at about 65 yards or so. We'll just push back a little bit and see if we can hit something from here. I missed the last one. So pretty accurate though. What do you think?
Yeah, that was really good.
For a little compact gun, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is a very small gun.
So now we're out here about 75, 80 yards, and we'll see if we can hit from here. Off to the left. Yeah, we got a couple of them. Not my best day.
Well, it's a tiny gun.
All right, now we'll shoot her up a little bit closer, about 20 yards here or so, and just have a little fun and see how it does. Handles really well. One of the nice things about the M&P series, and this gun included, is it does have an armor night finish on it. It's like a melanite style finish, but the thing I like about it is they impregnate the slide there with the actual coating itself, so even if the coating kind of rubs off a little bit, it doesn't rust near as much. I've had no rusting issues to all my M&Ps. Another thing I like about it is instead of the Glock style takedown, they do include that standard takedown release. So if you get mud or dirt or anything like that, if you look at the old gauntlet videos we did, this style of takedown release, you could take that gun apart and clean it a lot easier than the standard Glock style where if you get stuff underneath that, you're screwed. The texture feels really good, trigger feels really good. Not only is it a good trigger, but it quickly resets, which is really nice also. And again, that recoil impulse feels very, very nice. Repeat shots are really easy, recoil impulse is really light. It looks like it's got a stainless steel guide rod in there. That's very high quality in my opinion for a gun of this caliber. Still has those standard fish scale serrations on it, so it's easy to pull back. Although those front serrations are not usable. However, you can still do the pinch method if you want to. With this short of a gun, I would rather use the rear of the slide. All right, so as far as the micro 9s go, I'd say this is the very least my favorite to shoot so far, and that includes my beloved Glock 48. I like the way the shield handles a lot. I like the fact that it has all the accessories out of the box. One of the reasons why I chose the Glock 43X or the Glock 48, which has been my usual carry gun, is because it's relatively small, but it's big enough to shoot, and it has that Glock reliability, durability that makes me just sleep all warm and cozy at night, if you know what I mean. The shield has that too. And on top of that, the shield has a lot of features the Glock doesn't have out of the factory, like a great trigger, for example. So if you don't want to put one of those in, you don't want to take the liability, you don't have to. It doesn't come with awesome sights, but it still comes with better sights than the Glock. And in my opinion, it shoots and handles better than the 365 or the Hellcat. So it's really the best of both worlds in my personal opinion. It also is kind of a nice little mix as far as carry goes between the Glock 43X and the Glock 43. Not quite as big as the 43X, not quite as small as the 43 or the 365, giving people options. Somebody like me, for example, who thinks the 365 is just a little too small, but I want something close to it, this is a really good option. On top of that, for people who already carry the shield, which is a lot of people because the shield is very popular, the holster compatibility is a nice feature as well. On top of that, it works the same, feels the same. All your training reps are going to be the same. You're just going to get double the ammo.
Snappy.
Yeah, of course it is. It's very small.
It's very small.
Sucks those Wilson combat targets don't make as much of a ping, because you weren't missing those. It just doesn't make as much noise.
You'll be able to hear it on the video.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I couldn't hear it at all.
Yeah. It is snappy, but it's very controllable. And I feel like it's a good fit for my hands. I don't like aggressive texture. I like the more chill texture. So I feel like it works out pretty well. Trigger feels good, light trigger. Or am I wrong in that? It felt light to me.
No, it is light,
okay.
Especially for a small gun.
I feel like I did really well with it, so.
You did, yeah. You want to shoot it a little further back?
We'll try.
Okay.
Ready?
You're on. So, before we were shooting at about 7 yards, now you're shooting at about 20 yards or so.
Which is more than I'm used to.
More than you're used to, especially for a gun that small. So I'll be interested to see if you can hit them.
All right, well, we'll see. Who knows?
Apparently there, Captain Rapid Fire.
I'm just trying to be cool like you. You know, if I'm the outlaw's wife, so I kind of just have to be.
You gotta shoot fast?
Pretty well. I have to shoot pretty well, but.
Well, you've been practicing a lot lately and it shows.
Thanks, babe.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go.
What'd you think?
Dang it. Ended on a miss, didn't I? But
yeah, well, you can always load another one.
No, I'm not that fanatic about it. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's pretty easy to keep centered.
Yeah, for a small little gun, it shoots real well.
Yeah.
First impressions of the M&P Shield Plus. Pretty nice gun in my opinion. Basically a double stack shield with a better trigger and a couple of features. I like the texture. The texture is fine. It still shoots really well. I like all of the new features they put on it, including the new mags. We shot 3 different types of ammunition through it during this little test here. We shot Fiocchi, we shot Winchester White Box, and then we shot, this is PMC, all 115 grain, all big box ammo. So it seems to run that really well. Overall, I think the accuracy and shootability is really nice. We're at about 50 yards here. We'll just pop a few rounds off while I give you my final impressions. I ended on a miss too. It's bad luck. I couldn't do that with a 365. That just is what it is. Is the extra money from the original Shield up to the Shield Plus worth it to you? Well, that's up to you. But in my personal opinion, is an upgrade from the 365 Hellcat to this a benefit? To me, it personally is. I shoot this gun better. I shoot it the same as I shoot my Glock 43X. However, with this gun, I can keep it all factory and carry it with no issue. And on top of that, I can have a little bit less grip showing for a little bit more capacity. 3 extra rounds on my 360 or on my Glock 43X with a little bit less grip, and it shoots the same. That's kind of a big win to me, I'll be honest with you. I came out of the gate excited about this gun. Took me a while to get it. I did not get this sent to me like a lot of the other reviewers. I went and purchased this with the patron dollar, so thank you very much for that. And I'm very happy that I did. The trigger's an improvement, the sights are the same, and overall it seems to carry with it the same legendary durability and reliability of the original M&P Shield. And I gotta say, this very well might be my new carry gun. I don't think it won my wife over, but it certainly won me over. So you'll be definitely seeing a 1,000-round review of this, even though those are getting more and more expensive. And we're gonna try to set those aside for guns that I like a lot, or I think are kind of game changers, or guns that are obviously very popular, something you guys want to see. And like I said, I'm going to shoot 1,000 rounds through this anyway in my own personal testing with a whole different types of ammo, just to make sure it's reliable enough for me to carry. So I might as well bring you guys along for the ride. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Please help out your local homeless shelters, and remember to recycle. I'll check you later.